A human being will get concussed at 60 Gs. A common head-to-head contact on a football field, 100 Gs. God did not intend for us to play football. He punches the forearm. It is an unremitting storm of subconcussive blows. The head as a weapon on every single play, on every single game, on every single practice, from the time he was a little boy to a college man, culminating in an 18-year professional career. By my calculations, Mike Webster sustained more than 70,000 blows to his head. Now these are the fastest. Now, their speed, multiplied by the speed of the men who hit them, the G-forces generated, equivalent to hitting them on the helmet with a sledgehammer. All of this triggered a cascading series of neurological events which unleashed killer proteins upon Mike Webster's brain. The tangles invading and strangling his mind from the inside out, like pouring wet concrete down kitchen pipes. As it hardens, it chokes the brain, leaving him unrecognizable, even to himself.
A study out today says former football star Aaron Hernandez had a severe form of CTE. The degenerative brain disease is found in people who have received repeated blows to the head. Hernandez took his own life in prison this year. James Brown, host of the NFL Today and a special correspondent for CBS News, has more on this.
Aaron Hernandez was once on top of the world. 5 years ago, considered one of the best young stars in the NFL.
Guilty of murder in the first degree.
But by this past April, he was a convicted murderer serving a life sentence when he killed himself in prison. His family decided to donate his brain to the Boston University CTE Research Center, and today, his lawyer, Jose Baez, released the results.
Aaron Hernandez had an advanced stage 3 of CTE, which is usually found in the median age of a 67-year-old man.
Hernandez was 27 when he died. According to researchers, symptoms of chronic traumatic encephalopathy include depression, aggression, and suicidal tendencies. Hernandez's family blames the NFL for his death, suing the league and the New England Patriots for an unspecified amount of money, claiming the league did not disclose to players what it knew about head injuries.
Our client may have been able to understand what was actually happening to him, and that could have ultimately prevented his death.
The NFL is attempting to make the game safer, implementing new concussion rules after dangerous and frightening hits like these. There's even a major change as to who decides whether a player can return to the game, and ABC's Gio Benitez joins us with more on these changes. Good morning to you, Gio.
Hey there, Paula. Good morning to you. Listen, the new changes follow the controversial and upsetting injury to Houston quarterback Tom Savage earlier this month. You remember it right there. We'll show it to you. Savage took a brutal hit in the end zone that left him on the ground, hands visibly shaking, but he was allowed to return to the game before ultimately being sidelined with a concussion. Now, that hit, coupled with a misstep in concussion protocol for Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson, that resulted in a $100,000 fine for the organization, were cited as motivations for the late season changes.
Yeah, the players say they have been fighting for this for a very long time. Some say it's too little, too late. But in terms of the changes that we're going to see in protocol, what are we talking about?
Well, let's get through them right now. Take a look at these changes right now. There's going to be a central UNC that's going to oversee each game from the NFL's command center. Now, that UNC is a member of the medical team that's going to be going through that and watching the broadcast of the game from a spot used for reviewing plays. Also, any sign of impact seizure will be considered the same as loss of consciousness, and the player will be taken out of the game and may not return. And a player who is evaluated for concussion must be reevaluated within 24 hours, even if the player has an off day.
Yeah, and